Welcome to this week's episode of the Bruce and Josh Show. This week we're going to talk about inheritance, property inheritance from both perspectives. You've inherited a house and you are actually, getting a little older maybe and thinking about what you want to do with your own hard assets such as property to make sure that the correct person that you want actually ends up with them. Wow, I am certain that they are hooked at the moment. Wow.
Story time.
We just went straight from
The matriarch has died.
way to bring down the mood. So said matriarch is getting on up in age and has, accumulated some property. I don't care if it's one house or if it's a portfolio of multiple properties, but has not done anything to ensure that after she passes, that from the grave, she can make sure that the people she wishes to have those particular assets, properties, actually get them, and that people aren't fighting after her death over who gets what.
You and your brother who are great children, and your sister who's horrible, doesn't get any of it.
Right. Or, somebody more extraneous than that, an ex-spouse of one of the children that somehow is still in the picture, that never should get anything. So planning ahead, as with many things, is key to ensuring that what happens after your death, after the death of the matriarch in this case, everything is peaceful from that point forward. Surprisingly, it happens way, way more often than you would think.
Right.
We see it day in and day out with as many houses a year as we sell, that people die without any kind of plan. They've just rolled through life. Not only do they not have a basic will, but they don't have something such as like a trust that actually places the properties where they need to be after death without anything else happening.
Yeah, more often than not, we go through a situation where a child or, a spouse has inherited a property and it hasn't, been set up like that and has to go through probate.
And probate can be a wild card. We have people come to us all the time. Hey, my parent died, my last of my parents died, someone died, my aunt died, had no children, left me, I'm the closest heir. And we start the process of getting the house ready to sell. In the process of that, we always double check to see if there's anything legal that needs to happen via one of our attorneys that we work with all the time. And often in that particular case, as Josh mentioned, probate does have to happen. Mm-hmm. The frightening thing with probate, truthfully, is that because probate is designed to make sure that anyone who might potentially have claim to any of the assets of the estate are found.
That's right.
You never know what probate's going to bring up out of the woodwork, so to speak, as things get advertised and people come around and say, oh yeah, that's right, I'm the long lost so-and-so.
Oh no, my ex-brother, twice removed.
Right. And so the person that, not only has the person died and maybe lost their ability to give their hard-earned assets to those that they wish to have them, the people left behind are now left in turmoil because they have to have this time period go by where there's a contentious type situation going on as to, am I going to end up with this? Who's going to get this? How's this going to play out? Because now they're at the mercy of the court and the state to decide the way to dispose of this asset. There is a solution.
Don't die.
Yes. So as Josh just pointed out, one of the solutions would be just don't die, just be eternal. A solution, as with many things in life, is just simply have a plan. As people come into your life, children and etc., that you say, I really want these people to end up with my things that I've worked hard for. You need to have a plan. And that plan basically involves seeing an attorney to plan for your estate and its disposition at whatever point you move on from this earthly plane. When those people come to us and that plan is already there, it is just so easy. It makes a difference on the people left behind. They can simply just grieve and move on. They don't have to also be involved in now what happens with all of the stuff. And so we're able to just come in at that point as the real estate agent and just move forward with helping them get the asset ready to sell and sell it. And there's not all this legal stress coming involved.
That was heavy.
It was heavy, wasn't it? That was a very heavy episode. Yeah, I mean, I think we need to, that was very heavy. Is that too heavy?
Especially when you start throwing terms around like when you leave this earthly plane.
I didn't know what else to say there for a moment.
I feel like I should be crying. I'm sorry. If you enjoyed this week's episode of the Bruce and Josh Show, remember to like, comment, subscribe.
I think you should zoom in on the haunted house display back there.
If you found any of this information useful, remember to leave us a comment, like the video, subscribe to our channel, and follow us on social media. See y'all next week.